Pete Snyder is a Fox News contributor, chairman of the GOP's Virginia Victory 2012. Alan Colmes, the host of The Alan Colmes Show, and author of the book, Thank the Liberals for Saving America. Great to see both of you.
Hi.
Good to be here.
Alan, is there another interpretation of what the vice president said? He did backtrack, it seems, after it came out.
It's a gaffe. It's, taken out of context. It doesn't sound good, but I think it was clear to me he was referring to the notion that the policies leading up to where we are now is what caused the middle class to have problems, and that they're coming out of it. If you look at the metrics, stock market up, which means that 401ks are up, housing costs are going, rather the price of homes are going up, which is good for the homeowner. You've got a net increase in job creation. Now, look at the actual metrics. You can see that things, albeit slowly, are getting better. But
he didn't say any of that, Alan.
Well, I agree. I think, yeah, I wish he had said it.
Pete?
Look, the great thing about Joe Biden is while he tends to exaggerate every once in a while, he actually tells the truth a good amount of the time. And this clearly was him telling the truth. He has said in several interviews that he sees himself as the truth teller in chief in this administration. And you know what? He was right. The middle class has been buried for the past 4 years. Look at the price of gas in America, $1.83 on Inauguration Day 4 years ago, now knocking on the door of $5. You go to any grocery store, you see the inflated prices of milk and eggs, of bacon out there. The taxes that are looming over America, taxes in the middle class, have gone up under the Obama administration.
No,
energy prices are through the roof due to the poor energy policies and weakness of this administration. Joe Biden was right. The truth teller in chief was actually right.
The president doesn't cause gas prices. If that was the case, why didn't you applaud him when the prices were going down for about 3 or 4 months?
Oh, Alan used to beat up Sean Hannity on that all the time.
Please let me finish. The president does not control the cost of gas, as you know, and he has not raised taxes. He has lowered taxes for 95% of working families, lowered taxes for small businesses. Stop misrepresenting his record, just like Romney does.
Joe Biden is talking about the record of the Obama-Biden administration.
Well,
he's saying very clearly and very earnestly that they are bare. The middle class
I just gave you some metrics which you haven't addressed.
Alan, will the president have to address this tonight? Will he have to talk about why the middle class is worse off? And can he distance himself from his own policies playing a role?
I don't think he has to distance himself from his policies. He may want to put some context into Biden's statement. I don't think he should distance himself from his policies at all. As a matter of fact, most of the economic forecasters say, based on policies in place now, we're going to create 5 to 10 million jobs over the next 4 years.
Alan, why is it that whenever this administration, whether it's the president or Joe Biden, actually tells the truth, actually every once in a while they tell you what's on their mind, like the president saying that the private sector is doing fine, or telling entrepreneurs like me that we didn't build our business, why is it when they ever tell the truth, suddenly they're taken out of context?
Why is it here we go, there you go again, to quote one of our great Republican presidents, when you say, he said you didn't build your business. You know the context of that. You know better than that, Pete.
The context was actually worse than what he said.
No, the context
said, you entrepreneurs put out your chest. You think you're so smart, but you didn't build it.
That's not exactly what he said. You totally left out what he was talking about before that, and that certainly was not the tone of his voice, Pete. You're not only misrepresenting what he said, but you're misrepresenting the tone of what he said.
Alan and Pete, now we're distancing ourselves from this particular statement. Alan, from each of you, final word on what the public walked away with when they heard that.
I'm not sure how many people heard it, except for those who want to keep mentioning one line out of context in order to try to
even the late-night shows mentioned it, Alan, and they said, which side is the vice president working for?
Comedians will make fun of any gaffe or anything. Anybody.
Can I please finish? It clearly was the truth heard around the world,
Can I please finish?
Alan, does it have traction?
I don't believe it has traction.
Okay,
I think
Pete,
the right thing is desperate.
When you hear spin like that coming out of the left, and Alan, it clearly does. This is a bad sign for the president going into the debate.
It will be watching tonight as well. Thanks to both of you. Pete, Alan, great to see you both.
So critics accusing President